So, one of the biggest things that I look forward to in my day is when I get home, I pull into the yard and my son and wife are waiting for me there and they run out and it's just fun. My son gets in, he stands up and he likes to play in the car as I drive around the yard. The other day they said, you know what? We really need a bench out here. Can you buy us a bench? I'm thinking, I don't want to buy a bench. Benches are expensive. But I think I can make one. So what I did is I Googled how to make your own bench. And as I flicked through, well, a YouTube video came up from a guy named Jay Bates, and I'm going to link it down below. And he says you can make a bench out of 2x4s. And I thought, well, that's sweet. I'm definitely going to try that. So today, we are going to make a bench out of 2x4s ourselves. It's a DIY. I hope it goes well. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. My channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I look at some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. Oh yeah, one more thing. Don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now TikTok. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's roll up our sleeves, put on some gloves, and make a bench. Your shopping list for this project isn't very full, right? All you need is about 8 2x4s. I'm actually going to get most of them regular 2x4s, and one of them at least I'm going to get that's going to be pressure treated. Plus, I need a box of decking screws. I already have a saw and gloves and a tape measure and those kind of things. I have those at home. This is going to be pretty sweet. You know what I'm really excited about? This is going to be less than $40, and I'm going to build my own sturdy bench.
All right, so now let's go measure everything here, cut it up, and go. And there you have it, all cut up.
In all seriousness, it takes more than just a snap to get this done. You need about 9 pieces of 2x4s that are 48 inches. So I just took an 8-foot and cut it in half. You need one that's 40 inches, and then you need a bunch that are cut at different lengths with a 15-degree angle. Like I said earlier on, I'm going to link Jay's video down in the description, but I'm also going to link his website where he has the plans for this entire bench. So far, so good. Let's continue on. The first pieces we are going to cut are going to be for the legs, and this is where I'm going to use my pressure-treated lumber. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my miter saw so it shows a 15-degree angle, and then I'm going to cut one end, right? So now I have a 15-degree angle on that side. Well, then I'm going to measure 17 inches from the top over, draw a line, 17 inches from the inside of the angle all the way over, draw a line, and sort of like draw a line on that end. That way I know where I'm going to strike the saw the next time and cut it again. I'm going to do 4 of these in pressure-treated lumber. Let's do it right now. Those legs were easy because the angle went the same way. Now we're going to do something that's a little more difficult because the angle on one side goes out and the angle on the other side goes out. So I'm going to have to switch my miter saw back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 of them that take the 20 inches across, angle out, and then 2 of them that take 23 3/4 inches across, the angle out. Those are support braces for the legs. And then I'm going to do 2 of them that are 31 inches, but only the angle is on the one side, and that's the back part, at least the support for our back. Let's go cut those right now.
So this side, the angle actually switched, right? So I was doing a 15-degree angle the same way, but now I'm actually doing a 15-degree angle this way, and now I have to switch it. So I changed it here on my miter saw, and I measured 20 inches across, drew my line, and here's where I'm cutting from.
Okay, so all of our 48-inch pieces are cut, our 40-inch pieces is cut, we have our legs cut, we have those ones that were 20-inch and 23 3/4 inch, and then we also did the 31-inch ones. They're all cut. Let's start assembling this officially.
All right, now we are going to start assembling the legs. So I have the part that touches the ground right here, and then I'm gonna get the one that I cut, remember earlier, that was 20 inches. That's gonna go at the top. The one that was 23 3/4 is gonna go towards the middle. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up lining these pieces up, drilling 2 screws through each area just to hold it tight. All right, now that I made sure this is flush on the top and the bottom, I'm going to screw these 2 in. I put a piece of 2x4 in between these, and that's where the second piece goes. Now I'm going to secure it on the other side and we'll be done with this whole piece. Here we are lining up the part where the back of the bench will be. What I've done is I made sure this was flush, and then it sets off a little bit off this side. So this part's easy, right? So I'm just going to screw this in. The difficult part is making sure the other leg is lined up, and we'll get to that right after this.
So tell me, what do you think so far of this bench? Is this something that you can try? Would you try this? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you.
I've measured the distance from this corner to here, and that's 5 3/4 inches. So that's where I'm going to start the next piece just to get a screw in to hold it, and then I'm going to level it by standing it up. I measured 5 3/4 from this side over to this piece. I screwed it in, so now it's just there held by one screw. So I'm going to go take this and line this up now and see if we can have the same angle for the back as the other one. I have the two pieces lined up together, flush on all sides. I screwed in this board here into the one that I already had tightened in. Therefore, I'm just going to bring this side to it, and then I'll have the same angle. Once I have this lined up here, I'll screw in the side tightening pieces and take this one off. The frame of the bench is taking shape. So what I've done here is this is that 40-inch piece of wood right there. I put 2 screws here. I've actually put 1 screw here. I started to put the other one, but I wanted to bring it to video and show you. This is a little challenging, so I ended up having to put it on its back just to screw it in. And I also screwed it from an angle to get the piece in. So now I'm going to finish this screw, and then we're going to start putting the slats across the top, or the seat, and then across the top, go up, and we'll be done. So here we are putting the slats down for the seat, and what I'm doing is I'm just spacing them a pencil's width apart and then screwing them in. So it's making sure it's a pencil width apart, screw it down all the way, and I start from the back side here and I move forward, and I have about almost a 1/2 inch overhang here in the front, but this is what it's looking like. So just a pencil in between, you have enough for drainage and such, and there you go. I kind of went overboard on the screws. I just doubled up each one here just to hold it in where I could. So now I'm taking this socket piece here to go underneath to start this piece. And then I'm going to use the pencil from there on up, just like I did before, trying to line up all the pieces as I go. But now we're going to put up the back. All right, last one of the day. Here we go. Oh, hey, don't go so fast. Keep it level. There you go. Last one, done. And there's our bench. Let's go sit on it and see how it feels. And here is the final product. All complete 2x4 bench sitting out here in the field. Pretty sweet.
You saw the final product. For my first bench, I think I'd give myself a B-. There are some things that I'm going to do different if I do this again, and I am. But for the first time, I really, really liked it. I wanted to thank Jay Bates for putting out his how-to video and plans up there on the internet. It made my job a whole lot easier. And I think as I go along making these, I'm going to get better and better. Now, you can see that I did not hide my screws in here. I don't have one of those fancy things to hide my screws. I'm going to get one day, but this video, I just did it straightforward, put the screws on. It's okay with me. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire video when I used these two hands. Well, my oldest son helped too, and created my very own 2x4 bench. Now, I will be sanding it down and painting it, and to get updates on that progress, you're gonna need to follow me on Twitter. Remember, check down the description below. You know what? It's getting to that season where we're gonna have doors open, we don't want bugs in, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna link a video that I did not that long ago for something called the Magic Mesh. And it's a screen that hangs down from your door. They have it for double doors, they have it for garage doors. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that review video right up here. And I would love it if you would click on this link. And by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.